Good morning, Mrs. Dupree.
Have you spoken to Danny?
Danny was blindsided by Bill and Haley's affair.
Well, I'm so excited to be joined today in the TVLine studios by two of TV's newest daytime divas. We have Tamara Tunie and Daphnée Duplaix from CBS's Beyond the Gates. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you for
so
having
much.
us, Andy.
We're so happy to be here.
Now, we are just physically right now, we are just a few blocks away from Times Square, where there is an enormous Dupree family billboard looming large over everyone.
Yes.
How did it feel to see yourselves up there like that?
It was fantastic. We were pulling up to Paramount in the car. And it's like, oh my God, look at that. And we were like, what is, oh my God. And so then the driver had the moonroof closed. So he opened the moonroof so we could really take a look at it. It was fantastic.
It was awesome. And then I went out. Of course, you have to get that shot. And, did my little Instagram post. And I was perfectly fine. And then I get back to my hotel. I'm in the elevator, editing. And I start crying.
Aww.
And I was like, and my husband's like, you know what? He was like, take a moment. It's okay. Cry.
And I saw, I think you used A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes.
Yeah.
Is that what this feels like? Kind of a dream come true?
Oh, absolutely. I had taken 5 years off, and not necessarily by choice. But, to have this resurgence of my career and at this level doing this type of project, knowing what it's going to mean to television history, culturally history making, I'm over the moon.
Well, this is obviously a huge deal. You deserve to be on every billboard and every talk show for this. It is the first predominantly black daytime soap opera in 35 years,
Yes.
which is a staggering statistic. When I hear that, my first question is just like, daytime, what took you so long?
Right,
Absolutely.
exactly.
And I very fondly say it's about time. You know what I mean? It's like, it's overdue. It's overdue. So this is great.
It's also the first daytime soap at all in 25 years since, I want to say, Passions,
Yeah.
which was my favorite soap
It
opera
was.
of all time. So I'm especially happy to have you here.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
So why don't you just go home, take care of your bastard child, and leave Fox and the business to me? How dare you say something like that? I dare because I'm right.
Honestly, every time I got a new script, I was like, really? We're going there? We're okay. And more of that. Okay. It was definitely over the top, but it was created to be a farce on soaps, but that was a great experience. And all my experiences have led up to, this role. And I didn't even know how big this role was when I auditioned for it, when I got it. But then when I sat down with our executive producers and they were like feeding me all the information, I'm like, holy cow. I was like, okay, what did I just sign up for? But it's worth it. It's worth it.
As you both know, soap opera drama can run the gamut of, infidelity to, in some cases, like demonic possession. where would you say Beyond the Gates sort of falls on the spectrum of
Somewhere
chaos?
in between, thank God. Somewhere in between. I don't think we'll be having any demonic
No,
possession.
hopefully
but
not.
we'll have lots of, scandals and secrets and salaciousness. So it's going to be a wild ride. There's a lot of heart in this show.
There's a lot of heart in these characters.
And the core family, the Dupree family, is very much a family that is very tightly woven and connected and supportive of each other, and always, no matter what's spinning out of control, that family sanctuary is like the anchor for the show. So, I think a lot of people will recognize family in this show.
Protecting the family is our priority.
Agreed.
It's very rooted in reality, right? A lot of people don't know that the DMV area has a lot of affluent African-American communities. So it's not uncommon. I say there are Duprees all over this world.
Yes, indeed.
And when it comes down to it, like she said, it's that family bond, that family love. And the characters are so well fleshed out that all of the audience, they're going to see somebody that they relate to, and the storylines they're going to relate to.
And generational Black wealth is nothing new in this country, so we're happy to feature it on this show.
Yes. And I mean, the family dynamic is, you feel it immediately. Like it's so strong. I've seen the first 5 episodes, so I know just from there how strong.
We haven't seen the first 5 episodes.
They're good.
What happens?
I'll tell you all about them later. But no, the family feeling, it's strong. Did you sort of feel that bond on set?
Immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yes.
And it's funny because we watched the first episode for the first time last Sunday, and our executive producer, Julie Carruthers, says, she leaned over and she goes, if you think this is good, wait till you watch a few weeks down the line where you guys actually know each other and really like right? Like that chemistry is unbelievable. And I'm like, holy cow, because that was amazing. But she's right. That first week, we didn't know each other. We were all just flying in from wherever we just came from and, memorizing scripts and wardrobe and makeup tests and hair tests. And of course you get thrown in, to the lions and it's like, do a great job. But to like watch it a few weeks down the line where we're comfortable in our characters, comfortable in our partnerships.
Interactions with
exactly.
each other, absolutely.
So I'm excited to see that.
Tamara, I think most people probably recognize you from Law & Order SVU.
You said it right.
I did. I'm not Colbert. SVU.
I wasn't going to name names, but okay.
Hey, millions of people saw it on TV. They know.
Yeah, they kind of did.
Yeah.
You know my next guest from Law & Order SUV and Better Call Saul.
Did you ever think you would go back to daytime?
No. I never imagined coming back to daytime. And I love daytime. I spent 15 years on As the World Turns. And really, that was the foundation for my entire career, the trajectory I sprung from. It was only this show that would bring me back to daytime television because of the historic nature of it, because of the glass ceiling breaking nature of it, because they wanted me desperately to be Anita Dupree. And when I read who Anita Dupree was, I was like, yeah, this makes sense, and then to be surrounded by all these extraordinary actors, it's fantastic. And I'm so happy. And it is the perfect thing at this moment in my life.
Soap schedules, as you both know, are not for the faint of heart. They are
By no means.
little grueling. Did it take a minute to kind of get back on that horse? Or?
No, not really.
Yeah, no.
Not really.
I think that muscle's been trained really hard.
Yes. We have many actors on the show who've never done daytime. So it is really eye-opening for them. They're building that muscle.
Right.
They're building that muscle to be able to deliver a mountain of material in such a rapid situation. So everybody's getting there, but still everybody's like, whoa, this is a speeding train that I just jumped on and here I go,
And production knew from the beginning. So they started us at like a third of the work for the first few weeks and gradually every day would go up and up and up. And I want to say the train is in full speed ahead.
Absolutely, because the crew, they had never done daytime television either. Our cameramen had never, our lighting, our booms, our hair and makeup teams, they've never done daytime. And so everyone was just like, wow, this is crazy. But they're doing it.
Welcome to Fairmont Crest.
The excitement surrounding the show, I know people who have never watched a daytime soap before and they are planning to check this out. Like, how does it feel to sort of be, this is like the soap renaissance, you guys are kind of bringing it back.
The soap renaissance. I like that word. That's a good phrase.
Yes,
We're a renaissance. I knew we were. From the day the show was announced, it seems, people have been ready for it and chomping at the bit for it. Instagram accounts were created before there was even a cast, you know what I mean? So people are like, yes, let's do this, and you can feel it. We feel it. I was at the airport going through TSA, and the TSA person was like, I can't wait for the show. Can't wait for the soap. Can't wait. I got a new story.
I love it.
I'm like, yes, indeed, ma'am. Yes, indeed.
Anita made a name for herself as a singer.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to hear you sing on the show?
Yes. I'll just say it. I put it out there. You're the first to know.
Yeah?
You're the first to know. But yes, there will be singing on the show.
That's really exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Yeah, because I know you were on Broadway with Lena Horne. I know you can sing.
Thank you.
Did that draw you to the show at all, like knowing that she was a musician?
Well, yes, but I didn't know she was actually going to sing on the show until I signed on and sat down with me. I was like, yes, and the singing group and the girl group and, blah, 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 blah. And, and so, yes, and we're going to sing and, there'll be this and there'll be that. And we have a music supervisor and we'll introduce you to them. And I was like, wait, I haven't sung in 4 years since COVID, for real. I was like, I have not sung a note since in public, since COVID, so I was like, okay, dust off the chops, it's like, whoa, but we've been working on some great stuff. So I think the audience is really going to love it.
And I'm going to add, I might be the only person on the show that doesn't sing professionally. Everybody is amazing.
Not everybody. A handful of people. We got a handful of people.
Okay, so it's not just me. Okay.
Yeah, we got a handful of people who are singers, who are real singers.
But they're phenomenal, and
Yeah.
it's definitely going to be,
So I just won't be the only one
Right.
singing. So there'll
It'll
be a lot of
woven
music.
in, a lot of music woven into
There'll
the
be
show.
music in the show.
You'll just be sitting out the musical
Exactly.
episodes.
I'm in the back.
She has other talents.
Danny in the family, she obviously, at least in the first week that I've seen, she gets to do all the heavy physical lifting.
Yeah.
But this is a soap opera, and I know the two of you. I see the fire behind your eyes. I know you guys want to tussle.
Can't wait.
Yeah. Are your characters gonna kind of get to sort of cut loose and
Well,
explode
as
a
you
little
know,
bit?
it's a soap. It's a soap. So everything, everybody has the opportunity to have a story where they can get something juicy to do.
Yeah, they can get a little dirty, yes.
Well, then I want to know from you, what is the secret to the perfect soap opera slap?
Ooh.
The secret to the perfect soap opera slap.
I mean, you surely can't make contact, though.
It's in the eyes and the follow through.
Yes, there you go. That's what
The
it
eyes
is.
and the follow through.
I won't ask for a demonstration.
Right.
I know
You're
better.
too far away.
Lastly, when you were on Colbert, you were talking about how your SVU character actually inspired a lot of people to become forensic scientists. So I'm wondering, for the two of you, I mean, this show is going to reach so many people. What are you sort of hoping that your characters might inspire the viewers? In what way?
I personally hope the entire show inspires people. We keep using the word Black excellence, on the show, and affluence. But you don't have to be affluent. You don't have to have money to be excellent, right? And there's so many characters on the show, from police officers, nurses, firefighters, to entertainers, senators, politicians, the gamut. And I hope that especially little brown and Black kids look at it and say, I can do that, and I can do that because I've seen it. I'm seeing it done, so it's attainable.